Yo, first smoke of the day, man. Welcome back. Episode 14. We're in Amsterdam live with it right now. Here with my co-host Black Leaf. This is Pat Gotch checking in. What's good, bro?
Man,
how you feeling? This is the second one of the day, by the way.
Just lit up some Curacao.
Ooh.
Crazy names.
What is that?
Yeah. It smells funky.
Special guest with us tonight, man. Introducing our man from straight live from Amsterdam, Afrogenetics. What's up, homie? How you doing?
All good.
Loving to be here, bro. Thank you for having us in your country.
Yeah. Thank you for the inviting, man.
Absolutely, bro. We're all going to the Off Mids event tomorrow, so it's kind of cool that we get to catch up here right now and get to know each other a little bit before that and chop some game.
Yeah.
100%.
A lot of people are going to that event. It's going to be fucking fun, man. A lot of people, everyone I'm meeting out here, a bunch of growers, everyone's like, are you going to this event? Are you going to that event? It's going to be dope.
So what are we looking at here, Afro?
He brought a bunch of flavors.
What'd you bring for us? I like the bags, by the way. These are dope.
Thank you, man.
You see that at the bottom too?
No.
I like it.
Oh, yeah. At the bottom. I like that a lot. Talk to us about the bags and just what we got in the bags here. What strains are these?
Yeah, the first strain I think what you have is like Curacao OG. That is a cross from ice cream cake with Durban dog.
Ice cream cake and Durban dog.
Yeah.
Wow.
Smells
Durban
good
dog.
too. It's gas.
Here, you want to try some? I just rolled some up. Here's some Curacao.
Would love to.
And then what are the other ones?
The other one is Caliente.
Caliente.
Yeah, we cross that with White Fire
Okay.
with and the male from Candy Rain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is what I told you.
He took a male Candy Rain from Jigga and from Cookies breeding and used it to breed one of these.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, the females
Super
were
fire.
fucked.
Super fire too. I'm liking this one.
You turned a bad situation into a great situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All them things, they sold a bunch of males and they had some issues with herms and stuff. And he ended up turning it. I mean, that's the dope thing, right? Some people actually don't just take the L. They're like, hold on a second. Let me turn this into a win.
Let me see how I can figure this out.
Yeah. And man, we were having a fucking dope conversation about just Amsterdam and Dutch and growing and all that shit, man. I mean, this dude, he's talking about Panama Red, Mexican. He was trying this stuff like the original strains, even before, because I mentioned White Widow, and he was like, no, before that. And I was like, dude, I don't know what's before that. That's like before my time.
So catch us up on some of the history, man. Tell us about like what got you kind of into everything and your heritage and speed us up to where you're at now. You know what I'm saying? As cannabis has evolved, I can tell you're an OG legend out here for sure already just by meeting you. So it's an honor.
Yeah, no. My heritage is Surinam.
He's from Surinam.
South America.
You know, that's funny. I got two little cousins from Surinam and they're twins.
Yeah, big up.
Yeah, big up. So I got family. I got Surinam family.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, my aunt's kids are X-Man or whatever. You know, it's from Surinam.
Yeah, and the Afro Genetics, we started with two men, me and my homie, Cultivators. And that's why we start Afrogenetics. We Afro, bro.
Hell yeah.
I love it, man. It's fire out here.
And he's from Curacao, and I'm from Surinam. But
what brought you out here? Like, did you come straight to Holland from Surinam, or?
No, I'm born here.
You were born here.
Yeah,
Your
man.
family, okay? They came over, and then you were born.
Yeah, right.
Damn, blessed, man.
Yeah,
Straight up, that's dope. Do you ever go back there and visit, or? Have you been out there?
Yeah, of course, man. Yeah.
I've never been out there, but you know, from what I've heard and everything, it's pretty rough.
Rough.
It's nice, or there's rough places. I don't know. The way my aunt makes it seem is like she had a rough out there. You know? There's nice places everywhere, rough places everywhere.
Suriname is
She was just saying it's the real jungle. It's like it's real different out there.
It's a little bit Indiana Jones style, bro.
Exactly.
I love that.
Exactly.
Sounds fun.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Costa Rica. I went out to Costa Rica for a while and we were out in the jungle and we did it. Obviously not the same, but yeah, it was like, wow, this is for people who grew up in the city. It's a wide awakening.
Yeah, it's like a soup without gods, man.
Yeah.
If you see the animal, it's life.
And then basically power flower on the packaging. Man. I like that, man. I do. I like the bag a lot. And then I'd like to get into that convo we were having, bro. We started talking about Mexican. We talked about Thai stick. We were talking about the original strains that you started speaking on it. Cause you had said, before the original strains, I thought White Widow, you were like, no, before that. And I had to even get lesson down on that. What were the original strains? And can you tell me a little bit about that?
Original strains in the 80s, we were more smoking like Colombian weed.
Mexican, you said?
Mexican, the best one was the Acapulco Gold. But that was, and was begin 90s and 80s.
And real gold colored or just the name? Sticky.
Yeah, because everything was pressed at the time.
Yeah.
You know, they don't come like the bottles like we see them now. Everything was pressed.
Yep. I've heard from people that would get Mexican brick that there were different levels of it. And the high levels of it, it would even be sticky, where it's literally peeling and you could see almost the glisten across the whole, you know what I'm saying? Like a sheet.
Yeah.
Barely any seeds either. A lot of seeds or no?
No.
Yeah,
no.
See, they were doing it right.
Yeah.
I mean, even back then.
By African wheat, you find like 70% seeds or something.
I don't know.
From Jamaica, right? Like
What?
Jamaican weed for sure has a lot of seeds.
Yeah.
I feel like.
No. That's the wheat they sent. The wheat they
Right.
keep.
Yeah, they gave you all the seeds out of their bag.
Yeah.
They send those stuff with the seeds and they keep the rest.
Yeah, that's why they started with sensimilia. That means without the seeds.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
But what they sent is with seeds.
Have you tried the bud in Suriname?
Suriname wheat is Suriname. Now, most wheat is Suriname is coming from Jamaica.
Oh, okay,
Oh, wow.
okay.
Wow.
It's so interesting, the trade routes. You don't
Does it-
know that until
yeah.
you've been there or you know someone there. You're like, what? Well, how does that make sense? And then it's, well, this is where this is and that's that. And
Yep.
fishermen come from here and boom.
But it's also like if you grow in Suriname, the hours are different. There's like 9 hours. The sooner you put your seeds outside, they start directly in the flower.
That's awesome.
You feel me?
Oh, so that's kind of trippy. So you got to play that into your schedule.
Yeah, you actually have to start it 3-4 weeks inside, and they have to do it outside. But the people started outside, and they,
That sounds like a headache.
yeah.
How crazy has it been? I'd like to touch on this. I mean, you've been out here for a while. Now they're trying to basically come down on the Dutch side and make it legal and do only legal stuff. And you can already tell there's going to be a shift like there was in California where they try to tax everybody and then shut down the illegal shops, which is always the worst part, to be honest with you. Once that changes, how different was it? I mean, back in the day, you're talking about smoking Mexican. Back then, what was here? What were people smoking here in, Amsterdam?
Yeah, like when the coffee shops first started going, like what were you seeing and
That's what I
which
said.
shops were you going
Mexican?
into?
Yeah,
In the shop?
Yeah, Mexican wheat. That's why I say you had Filipino wheat, you have Mexican wheat. The
Shout out to Chapo, man. He had the whole world smoking. Holy shit.
Crazy, right?
Straight up,
I
he
mean,
really did.
Andy, you saying it's the best? He was saying out of all of them, the Mexican was the best flower.
for me, the Mexican was the best flower.
Wow.
I mean, the Thai sticks, everybody said Thai sticks was high. Of course it was high. Some people don't know they dry it up off opium baits.
No wonder that shit got you.
No, but I mean,
Right.
When somebody tell you got high for 2 days.
Yeah.
2 days. What kind of weed is that,
Oh
man?
man, that's not weed, man.
Bro,
It
my
was
dad,
weed. It was weed with some extra.
But it was lace, yeah.
my dad, I asked him what his favorite kind of weed was back in the day, and he's like, "Oh, Thai stick, phenomenal."
Yeah, I feel. Hell yeah.
Bro, you already know.
Soaked in opium. Coach was laid back on the beach.
Like, this is great weed.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
He told me that. I couldn't believe it.
But I think it was a traditional thing over there. You feel me?
Right.
Because later on, the Thai sticks with different kind of colors they bring. And the colors were from different areas in Thailand. I think when they buy it and they buy it from this farm or that farm, they see it by the colors.
This is red, blue.
Yeah, feel me? But,
That's dope.
But then it also was a different quality.
Yes,
Feel
yeah.
me?
Different regions, different,
Yeah.
a little bit different strain or probably different version or just grown different.
And then it depends which coffee shop you go, because some coffee shops, they go for the profit and they buy the cheapest one. It's always the baddest quality.
Was that before the Dutch were actually growing their own flour?
Yeah.
Okay, damn.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you saw the start of that.
What year was this?
85, 86.
Wow, I wasn't even born yet. I'm 88.
I'm 83, so dude, gnarly.
That's crazy.
That's
That's
cool.
amazing.
It's also crazy to think that there were coffee shops basing their business off of all imported flour from the very beginning.
I don't
growing
think a lot of
started
people
after.
know that
Well,
that they were selling Mexican in Holland coffee
Thai
shops.
stick,
Yeah,
all
Thai stick.
I don't
Colombian.
think people have any
Filipino.
idea about
Colombian.
that.
Colombian weed, the Punta Roja.
But to say
Yeah.
that like a lot of this places started not off the flour they were growing, but off the flour from import and then started
All
growing.
import.
You don't know that. You think like, oh, well, they were growing here. They had flour and then they opened up shops. No.
All import.
Wow. That's super interesting, man. I don't, a lot of people don't know the history like that.
Do you know why they decided to say, hey, let's allow people to smoke herb in the coffee shops and make that a thing? Like, why did Holland decide on that, or how did that come about?
Nah, then you have to go back to the 80s. We had a junkie problem, man. Everything heroin. And soon when they started with the coffee shops, the heroin problem went down. You know what I mean?
You know what's crazy is that we come from LA, man, and you can't roam the streets without seeing people on heroin like laid out in the streets.
Nah, but
It's so bad that you can't even walk around. Here, I haven't saw one homeless person.
No.
And the ones that, there may be a few, right? But it's not like LA at all where maybe they have a place to go. There's just seems like there's less people struggling.
Yeah, the thing is because the coffee shops, people know what they're getting. Way back, you go to an undercover dealer, and if you don't have weed, you say, man, I got LSD, I got heroin. He can sell you any kind of shit because you want to get high. You don't know.
Okay.
You feel me? But so when we had coffee shops, people know about soft drugs and hard drugs. Right. And in some countries, they call it just drugs. And if you just call it drugs, they don't see the difference. And then they use anything.
It just shows you what legalization can do.
Yeah.
Like legalization will drop down the use of other drugs and help people. I mean, like that just tells you right there, right off rip. They did it to try something out and it worked.
It 100% worked because you can't tell in the streets out here about any junkies or any of that. Meanwhile, you go to LA, the junkies outnumber the civilians. We can't even sit out here and have tea and have coffee and conversate and enjoy ourselves as a community because of the homelessness. And it's affecting LA. I mean, immensely. It's affecting San Fran immensely.
Yeah, what I was reading, you have a new problem because since the Mexicans can sell no weed to you, they're making heroin.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's fentanyl
straight because Cali started growing better herb and say goodbye to the herb game for that. So they got to double down on crystal meth and
then the opioid problem stayed the same.
And you can tell. I mean, if you come to LA, I mean, you can tell it's a border state. You know?
Yeah, but that's why I say if they start legalize it and people know about it, because
I think they should.
They even like MDMA and all that. It's kind of, come on, it's no hard drugs, man. You feel me?
Legalize it, people use it less.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
It's less of a problem. The reason people use drugs so much, I'm highly convinced, is because they feel important when they go score or this or that.
There's definitely a chase.
It's like me against the world. Like, oh man, I'm on my way to, and you feel all this like importance around you and think like people are focused on you. Really, no one gives a shit.
And people want a head change.
Part of it.
A lot of people just want a head change.
They do, and they should just be able to go to some
cannabis will give you that. Cannabis can give you that.
I think you should be able to go to a place and get
smoke opium or whatever
and do whatever you want to do. Who cares?
Yeah.
I think that it'll make, like he's saying, the problem a lot less worse.
Well, I mean, Amsterdam is kind of the basis for some of that. They were like the leaders. Like, I mean, when we were learning about even what he just talked about and trials of citizens of trying different, like, let's legalize that, look at prostitution and see like basically how it affects everybody. Like, how is everyone going to act? Is it going to go up or down? But I mean, to start growing and to be around the weed scene that long ago in Amsterdam is incredible, bro. I mean, honestly, I don't think I've met anybody who's been around this long so far as seeing it before the Dutch were even growing it. That's fucking dope, man.
So from the coffee shops, it started with the Mexican and the Colombian and all that stuff.
And a lot of hashish too, man.
Yeah, a lot of hashish from Morocco and stuff like that. No?
Afghanistan.
The
Manali.
From Manila?
No, the Manali is from India. They do it with their hands.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Almost like charas.
Yeah, but you don't want to smoke this.
Because there's a bunch of skin in it.
No, because they don't wash their hands when they go to the toilet, man. The shit. No, they don't wash their hands, man. They ain't no toilet paper, man. And they start rolling that hashish, man.
Oh, Lord.
It's the same.
Doo-doo stick.
No, but it's the same thing with the incense from Nachtchampa. You know the Nachtchampa?
I actually like the smell of that.
Me too.
You're going to ruin it for me.
Nah, I ain't going to ruin it for you. Well, one time I was complaining, man, the shit was smelling like shit. So I went back to the store and they said, yeah, it's normal. the kids, they do it with their hands over there. You know?
That's crazy.
So they got to wipe their ass somehow.
Yeah, on the stick, you what?
Oh,
No, but anyway, at the time with Minali, I don't like that shit, but they were turning with their hands.
Yeah.
But it was always easy. You feel me?
But that was even before the Dutch were even getting into hash and stuff.
What year did you start seeing like Dutch weed, and then like what year did you start seeing like some maybe local talent start coming around and like putting some stuff out that you were like, damn, what's this?
89, 90.
89. Okay, so not far after.
90.
People caught on quick.
But no, maybe in Amsterdam because I grew up in the south of the Netherlands. And
Got it.
You feel me?
Right. This is the city over here.
Yeah.
Understood.
But way back we had also a famous Dutch group called Doema. And they had a song called Skunk. And it's about Dutch weed. You feel me?
Speaking of skunk, man, do you know where the real skunk is?
Oh.
Do you have do you have access to the real skunk?
Yeah, but that is how they started with skunk in the Netherlands.
Fire. I love skunk.
And in Cali, we've been wondering, like, it's like extinct out there. Like, you can't find skunk.
People keep bringing it up.
And people keep wanting to know about that real skunk.
Yeah.
So
that's the one.
Where is it, right? It's extinct here, too?
It's the same thing what I told you. I don't know if I ever smoke cookie. People give me cookie, but I don't know. I only know if you really breed it and I see it myself.
Right. And even then, it could be, back cross.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Or maybe the guy who sold you the seeds fooled you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he said. Unless someone bred it, he's like, I don't really know.
That's why it's, we're at that stage of the game now where you got to make your own creations. Pop your own seeds and name it.
But not only that, but it is also better for your time because people can steal your money.
Mm-hmm.
But if they sell you fake seeds, they steal your time. 11 weeks you're busy with something you don't know. I rather that you steal my money, I make it back. I learn from that. My 11 weeks, I can get it back.
OG
Great
game right
point.
there. Steal my money, don't steal my time. Straight up. That's wisdom for real. As far as like put people on game with the seed game,
This thing's hitting. The Surinam halfway in is cranking.
Put people on game with the seed game. What you're talking about that? What you're talking about when you say that, like, with seeds, what you got to be careful of, or how do you go about making sure your gear is official?
I see it as like a sexual disease. It is based on trust.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Because
I give you some seed, but how do you know if it is a sativa, indica, an autoflower?
Trust.
You bought it from me, and
you just got to take the chance.
Even with the breeder,
man,
whoever
you feel
it is.
me?
Yeah.
But I find out after 11 weeks, man.
I know.
And that's the thing.
Earliest.
Normally you get fooled the same day. You think, shit, you got me.
I mean, and some
11
people,
weeks work, and then you see you doing so fucked up.
some people even longer. Some people grow a mom of everything, take clones off of that, then flip the mom. Next thing you know, you're 4 or 5 months in.
Hey,
before you're like, what is this? Even when it finishes, what is this?
give him a Dr. Green spoon.
Yeah.
It's like 16 weeks. After 6 weeks, you see the first flower.
We're going for the distance run. We're going, all the way. That one is hitting hard.
Afrogenetics right now.
I like this Surinam, man.
This Curacao, bro.
Curacao, my bad.
I'm from Surinam.
Curacao. Yeah, my bad.
I was like, damn, did he name that as a strain? That's kind of dope.
No, my homie Cultivators he's from Curacao.
Yeah, and then he's got Curacao. Curacao. And then what was the other one? Bobby
Hutton.
Bobby Hutton.
What is that?
And what's that named after? Bobby Hutton, the activist.
So from the 90s and the 2000s, talk about the change you saw. Like, when did you start seeing like things like when I came out here in 2007, I was 19 years old, and the favorite thing I smoked was Big Buddha cheese. Like, I must have got a good batch of it or something, and I don't know, that really made an impression on me. But from the 90s to the 2000s, like, what were you starting to see flavor wise and strain wise? Like,
when?
From like getting into the 2000s and stuff.
Once things started getting rock and rolling here, because obviously when the Dutch first started growing, what were the strains and what were you seeing? What was all that?
The first one, they had like Big Butt.
Big Bud.
Big Bud.
Got you.
Yeah, big butt, man.
No, that was
Smoking on that big butt.
I'm like, who's branding this?
that was a strain, but it had not a lot of THC, but it was very big. And citral.
Yeah.
They got a lot of
Citral, yeah.
Yeah.
And
I actually grew Big Bud. I bought the seeds a long time ago, 2002. Grew it out. Yeah. We used to have a keeper, Big Bud.
I remember it.
Citral, yeah. Citral, good one.
Yeah, the Citral was the best one, but it was very small, you know?
Yep. Very crazy smell.
Yeah. But if you smoke it, on the end of your joint was all black.
Yeah. I mean, from the resin ring.
Yeah. But it was like bitter, you know?
Yeah. It's funny you say this, man, because I think the first seeds that we started getting in Florida, you know, were stuff like that. I remember all these names. So it probably, I mean, once you guys were rocking and rolling, the guys that I came up with around 99, 2000 came out here for the Cannabis Cups.
Yeah.
And we're buying seeds from the cups and we were getting duped left and right. Like left and right. We'd buy like, you know, some companies would actually sell you the seeds of the strains you're looking at the booth. And then some companies you buy seeds and you're like this, because I'm asking the guys, we're growing. This guy would come home from Amsterdam with like 10 packs, 15 packs of seeds. These are from this is from this. We would grow some out and we'd be like, wow, this is amazing. This smells like oranges. And then he'd be telling us about this other one, like cheese, for 6 months. We grow it out and we're like, you really liked this one? And he's like, this isn't the one that they, you know, and there's so much tomfoolery in the business with seeds. But I love that those are the strains. That's so dope. What a White Widow?
Yeah.
White Widow's a great one. Great White Shark at all, or like White Rhino?
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
I love all those, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, Amsterdam's known for those. That's so dope.
But even when you're going to buy the seeds, you always expect the one that you smoke. But you're always going to find a different pheno.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Tough.
Yeah.
You didn't buy a feminized. By feminized, they have exactly that pheno.
Right.
But soon when you buy regulars, maybe you get something much better or totally different.
Definitely totally different.
Or you feel me? Or you have lucky, you have the same one.
Right.
I mean,
that's why most people lean towards clone only and just getting clones so they can know. And even then, it's a trust thing.
It sucks though for breeders because it's like you might find something better. When breeders always tell me that's interesting because especially if you inbreed, like you get to see the mom and the dad, and it's like maybe something better.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you were the first of your siblings,
I mean, the future of this game is in that. If you don't got your own gear, if you're not making your own gear, I'm gonna tell you right now, within 3 to 5 years, like you won't have a name. Like if you're running like just ice cream cakes and shit like that, there won't be consumers for you.
You have to have your own stuff that no one else has. You're saying basically your own menu.
Catalog.
Yeah. There you go. Catalog.
100%.
I love that. Like a music group.
What was one of your first strains that you kicked off that you were like, yo, this is a gem right here?
The Caliente.
Caliente.
Yeah, man.
I like that. Okay. And we got that right over here?
Yeah.
Shit. Let me see that real quick. Let me twist that bad boy up with some of this sheesh.
And what's the mom and the dad on that?
Afrogenetics.
The mom is the White Fire.
White Fire. OG.
White Fire OG.
Dope.
And the daddy was the Candy Rain.
Oh, man. Okay. Candy Rain, Wi-Fi OG.
We're gonna twist this bitch up.
That's basically Cali Genetics.
I wish you guys could see these bags. We'll post up these bags. These bags are dope, man. Your whole logo is dope. He's got it on a chain over here. The whole vibe is dope. And you're a real OG, man. This is legendary to be able to chop game with you. And so we're rolling up the Caliente right here. This is my man's first keeper that he found. You found. How long did it take you to find?
He bred.
You bred this one.
Yeah, he picked the mom and the dad, bred it, and then found the keeper he wanted out of that breeding project.
Out of that. Yeah. Exactly.
And for me, to be honest, man, and for me it's like, bam, like this. Because some people say, yeah, I'm looking for, like I have 100 phenos to. I ain't got the time for that. I ain't got the place, and it is illegal.
Yeah, it's very different out here. I'm learning a lot about that.
We have to do everything on the ground, and then people say, looking for pheno. Man, I take 5. 1 have to be 1.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. 5.
And then see what happens. 5.
And let's see what happens, man. If you have a good mix.
Instead of like 100 at once and then trying to find. It's different now. You got to basically be very strategic about how many you're going through and what you're looking for.
Yeah, others you also get like gelato number 1 till 126. And then there you get 3001. What the fuck?
Most of them lie. It's funny. My buddy has a joke about this where he says, yeah, we start all of our phenos at 100. So if we pick one, it's number 137, even though it's really only 37 because it makes it look bigger. Yeah. People
who's
are
doing
weird.
all that. Who's doing all that, big dog? I don't know about that, man.
I hear some crazy conversations that I sit outside and just listen, bro. That's what actually got me into breeding. I was telling Afro Genetics about that.
You know what's funny?
Tomfoolery is what got me.
No, you know what's funny is that I actually think it's doper when there's less. But I guess like it means more if you look through more for pheno testing. But like if it's a collectible, but if there was only 10 of them, like that hypes me more than like 100.
But if you said, hey, I found a keeper and you said out of how many seeds and you said 2 versus 250. For a grower from like looking from the outside, it's a lot more work to be like, damn, 250.
To me, that's just the difference between like a liar and somebody that keeps it real. Like that's
But let's say you had 250 kids. I get to pick the best kid.
I get it.
So it's tough. It's a balance of like, and then also how many's too many. I know guys who have searched 300, 500 phenos into their own work and their keeper is whatever. I mean, honestly, where it's like this is the keeper out of 350 seats, honestly, 350. And you're like, oh, I don't know if that's a keeper.
Right.
So, I mean, and I also know guys that have popped up 1 pack of seeds and found something that just like he's saying.
Yeah, some lucky shit, like grow low key, pop like 20. He said 19 herm. The 20th one was fucking tricks or some shit.
We had one of our homies on here, grow low key. And he said he popped a pack of seeds. He said 2 packs, and it was every single one of them was a hermaphrodite. He said, I had one that was stable and it's fire, and they built half the brand off of it, basically. Like it's one of his staple strains. So it just shows you like it's crazy. The seed game is like crazy.
But that is the nicest thing for the business, man. You don't know.
Yeah, man.
You don't know. And the people who tell you they know, they don't know.
You're right. You're exactly right.
Big cap.
I mean, you've seen the guys come out here, even like all the breeders, Greenhouse, DNA, all these guys now. When you first came out here, were those guys out here as well, like with shops or no?
Nah, I didn't grow up in Amsterdam. I came here, but the first one I really knowing in the 70s, you know, as a kid, was like the Bulldog.
The Bulldog was,
man.
Wow.
Yeah, Bulldog, man.
What would you smoke out of the Bulldog?
Nothing.
He just knew it was here. It was here. It was a place to smoke. Yeah.
No, man.
Locals smoke local.
So you ain't smoking Bulldog.
Locals smoke local.
I like to drink over there, bro.
It's a nice atmosphere. Shout out to the Bulldog, man. Straight up. It is a nice atmosphere. It's great.
They're the starters.
I like it. When I came at 19, I was fucking with the Bulldog, man. Straight up.
They even have their own hotel.
Everybody fucks with the Bulldog, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope.
We went to Katsu the other day. We had a cool vibe there where we sat back and kind of chilled, but we have such a good time at Green Place because they got this crazy back room. I feel like, honestly, if they just have more space, every one of them, like just a little more space, but the ones that have like kind of a nice big space where everyone can talk.
Yeah,
I've met some cool people just chatting and smoking.
Yeah,
that's so different from anywhere else in the world. You guys are really lucky with that.
Ooh, man.
Really.
But you've been also outside of Amsterdam? Outside of Amsterdam?
We haven't been. No, we haven't been. Tell us about it. Tell us about, things to see. And there's a lot of crazy stuff out here. Like it's the biggest port.
He says the best weed.
Museums.
We want to see the best weed. It's on the outskirts. Tell us about it, right? What do you say?
Everywhere you got good weed.
Okay.
Everywhere you got good weed. Everywhere you got good weed. Only the thing, like Den Haag, there are more locals buying it. Dus you see,
He said, because you got a guy coming in, you basically said every day. And so you want to see his face, you're going to rip him off.
Right,
he said, so they got to put out good product at a decent price.
Right. There's less gimmicks, gimmicks and games and stuff like that.
That's the second time I've heard that.
Sitting right here to my right, shout out to my man, Dizzy Doug. You can definitely fall through Dizzy Doug.
Yeah.
Fire.
We've been smoking their stuff since we landed.
Super Silver Haze, super fire. Yeah. Shout out to you guys, straight up.
I just put some of their hash in one of the joints.
Amsterdam got some good places too, man. Like
put us on some game.
We have like Mr. K and Co.
Mr. K and Co. Shout out to Mr. K. He's putting on the Yields Foundation tomorrow.
Yeah, man.
We failed through there, smoked some Rolex OG. It was fire.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot. It was good.
Greenhouse is still there, bro.
Yeah. Greenhouse.
Greenhouse is doing their thing.
Yeah, man.
Terps Army. Shout out to Terps Army.
They're new for me.
Okay.
I still have to find out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Barcelona heavy. They're out there in Spain. They've been crushing.
Yeah, man, they already had a name.
Yeah.
Good people.
Yeah.
Good people.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if you want to put it out there, but like when you go smoke and you want to go to a coffee shop, what's the one that you enjoy? Like if I was going to go to a coffee shop and want to experience, like, you know what I'm saying? Like an OG, what's the vibe?
Well, to be honest, man, I don't like to smoke in coffee shops, man. I like to smoke where you can smoke.
Oh, yeah?
You know, I like to go to cafes, like I go, it's the Cafe the Devil. Or
where you actually eat food.
Yeah, no, yeah, where you can smoke outside, chill. But coffee shops, I just always hang around. Like, you know, I like half-hour hangout. Yeah.
That's dope.
Roll up and leave.
I like that vibe.
Have some hot tea.
Yeah.
Catch a vibe.
But actually, fun.
That's the purpose of them, though. You know, they don't want you to hang out too long. It's like Starbucks and shit. They're like, all right. but some people come in there and spend every day, all day, and they're like, all right.
Yeah. But sometimes I go like coffee shopping, you know, like hopping, like then you sit down like Greenhouse, then you go to Amnesia, you chill out, then you hang out by Mr. K and Co. You know,
yeah, I like doing that.
Know, one day you go and sit,
yeah, we're talking
give
about
all respect, family first.
100%.
You know, also
we're talking about doing that like a little coffee shop crawl where we just go shop to shop. We're gonna do that one of these days. That's and just go through shop to shop.
Too many good names, you know.
Yeah,
the Voyager.
The Voyager.
Oh no, they changed the name. It's now Baba.
Oh, yeah, someone recommended that to us.
Yeah,
Baba. Yeah, they told us to go there.
Yeah, it's Baba now, man.
It's funny because I had never heard of that, but I've heard of Voyager. That's old school.
That was way back.
Yeah. I mean, man, it's crazy because High Times used to have the cup here every year. And that was like a big event for everybody. And I feel like a lot of people geared up. The seeds got released. There was always a new strain every year because of that. That's like falling off hard. There's none of that here really anymore.
No, is there no real events? But I mean, COVID kind of messed up everything, huh?
Yeah, man.
Was there events going on before COVID? Or did they die out?
Yeah, it died a little bit out. A lot of things changed to Barcelona. You know,
why do you think that is? Do you think they just opened it up a little more? Or?
Yeah, because the police was a little bit hard by the High Times.
Right.
I mean, a weed event, you're not allowed to smoke. I mean,
they're selling it, but you can't smoke it. You can grow it, but you can't smoke it. You can, and that's how it is in Cali. You know what I mean? They're like, okay, you can grow it and sell it, but you can't smoke it. Here, you can smoke it, but you can't grow it.
Because way by the High Times,
we need an elite. We need
man. High Times was cool.
Yeah,
and it's crazy because you say that about how them having an issue with High Times, and even like the guys I came up growing with used to tell me stories about that. How like they used to come to Cannabis Cups and get where like the people were getting hassled about with the cops, and he's like, even for the Cannabis Cup, and you would think like, what do you mean? It's like the biggest event probably all year for this. Brings in tons of tourists, tons of money, tons of business, the food spot, and
it was busy because
love-hate relationship like most places.
We're gonna get back together and do something for the culture then.
Yeah, how America was illegal.
We're gonna bring all the Cali.
All the Americans came over here to Amsterdam. Like,
spend money.
Yeah, at the time at how you call it, DNA Genetics and the other Cali Connection.
Oh, Cali Connection seeds, DNA Genetics.
DNA Genetics.
Yeah.
That's the Caliente right there. We just lit up.
Those were like some of the first guys over here.
And when the Greenhouse had the cups, yeah, it was nice, man.
Yeah, it's crazy because they used to do it at the actual cup at the shop, but then it got too big. So then they had to have it other places, and then shit had started to go down.
What's your talk to us about what you're breeding right now, what you're working on right now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's the last one is the Bobby Hutton. He's like an activist from the Black Panthers. He was like 70 years old when they shot him. Nobody knows about him or talks about him, but he was in the front line.
So this is some power.
Yeah, give him some respect.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see it on the package.
Give him some respect.
Yeah, give him some respect, man.
Tell us about Bobby Hutton. Let's educate the people.
Yeah, he was like in the front line. He was a young guy, but there was a shootout. I don't know exactly how the shootout came. Anyway, they killed him. He was 70 years old.
What type of activist and like what was his work?
From Black Panthers.
Got it.
And he didn't.
Where was he from and stuff like that?
I think it was Oakland or something.
Oakland?
Like
okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. And what years were this? Was it 70s? Was this the 80s?
The 60s, man.
60s.
Yeah,
okay.
Man.
So that's real history.
I like, man,
we're about to be smoking on that Bobby Hutton here soon.
Yeah.
representing him.
Representing, man.
It's funny because we said ice cream cake and he started laughing and he was like, his name's, he was like,
So what makes the
way.
Bobby Hutton? Talk to us about that.
It's a Mac cross with Huey Newton. And Huey Newton is a cross from Caliente with Durban Dog.
Oh, wow. Going deep.
So you going deep in your own creations.
Yeah, man.
That's dope, bro. That's dope.
Keep creating, and then you don't know what you get. Sometimes I get crap, but it's the nicest thing.
Most of the time, we.
Yeah.
It's a dice roll.
But sometimes if you find like 5 good keepers, and what do you do? Because you can't keep them all. You don't have the space for it. Then you have to drop some.
Yep. Or you give a few to some friends if you want.
Process of elimination.
Yeah.
Hey, only the best can stay.
I like that though. He's going down the line. He took this best keeper, worked it, then went to this one, and then brought in a new genetic times this.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, man, everything's burning nice too.
Yep.
We're smoking through all these.
What type of medium do you grow in?
Soil.
Yeah,
man.
And that must be a bitch, huh? Dealing with that?
Dealing with that? Nah, man.
You like soil?
Yeah,
Soil's
man.
easy.
No, I just meant like out here and shit.
Is indoor?
Indoor. Bro.
Yeah. You do any outdoor? Mess with plants outside at all?
Probably can't.
Oh yeah,
here.
also. Yeah. Outside I breed.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
man.
Because the weed outside is
What about making hash with some of these strains? You do any of that?
no.
Man, these would be fire, I bet.
We need to see some
Smoking
hashish
through
from
these.
these. Teach them how to blow some meat.
Start rubbing some charas. yeah. Nah. It's dope, man. Now these are all smoking strong. This one right
Caliente.
here, that's Caliente.
Yeah. That one's smoking real good.
So out here, if people come out here, is there any way to pick up Afrogenetics in any of the shops right now, or is it?
Right now, I think Mr. K and Co gonna have it.
Dope.
There you go. Shout out to him.
And Den Haag also.
So come through and ask for some of these strains.
Greenhouse Secret Keepers.
Oh yeah, Greenhouse Secret Keepers.
Yeah.
They keep coming up. We keep hearing, honestly,
Secret keepers or secret farmers?
Secret
farmers.
There we go.
You're confusing me at this.
Yeah, man, it's the beat, man.
Yeah, we are.
We got to make sure we get the homies names right. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's what
man.
I'm here for. Shout out to Greenhouse Secret Farmers for real, because they've been showing love.
It's funny because a lot of the same names come up. A lot of the people.
No, you can tell the real. I'm happy that we got straight to the core of the community, and shout out to the homie. I really won't say his name, but he helped us do that in a quick way, and we took the chance on just being like, all right, you're telling us, let's do it. You know what I mean? And here we are, and so that's dope that we can put this together and really be talking about it. How long have you been breeding and growing? How many years?
Growing, I do since 89. I started.
Wow.
But breeding.
So what? That's 32 years. That's older than most of you boys listening right now. So pay attention.
Do I say right? 89.
Yeah. 32 years ago. That's 32.
No, man,
you started growing 32 years
you know
ago.
that you started with
Yeah, no, it all starts small.
Everybody does, but still, that's a long time.
Took me a full year before I was under 1,000. Like I did a whole year of just messing around before but it still was growing. I was growing plants. They were under lights. I was messing, but I didn't have a harvest. I didn't. Yeah.
No, man. In 1991, 91, then we started with the lights what they use outside for building. You feel me?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what was that like? Did you grow big?
You'd have to get them. You'd have to go get them.
Yeah.
These were not available. You couldn't just get these lights.
Nah.
You would have to figure out, and these are HID lights, probably 600 watt or even 1,000, maybe 400 at the minimum. And they would go out and get them, and then have to get a fixture. And now these things are like red hot, molten. If you touch this thing when it's on and it doesn't have a cage around it. So it's, I mean,
what was it like growing with that in the beginning?
Yeah, hot.
It was hard. It was hot in there. Yeah. So how big would you grow the plants? Would you try to keep them small, medium, or would you get them big as big as you could go?
Nah, we didn't know they were big like fuck, but
like Christmas trees in there.
You
right?
keep on going in the fact. Now you start like 2-3 weeks in there.
Squat them, right? Yeah, exactly.
And it depends if it is from seed of like cutting, because cutting it takes more time. Like by seed, you can flip him in like a week and a half. No thanks.
Oh, my man's passing on his own joint, right?
Hey,
you too high, Afro? What's going on, man?
No. Before you're gonna make a meme of my words, bro.
No way, man. That's style. That's style. I wish I had a doper voice like that.
Yeah.
So, all right, you started growing with the HIDs, the crazy or whatever the crazy lights
like
were. And when did it change from there? Where did it go from there?
Yeah, and then I had to pause because I had a coffee shop for like between 95 and 2000 and 2004.
Got it.
And
so you ran a coffee shop. You own a coffee shop.
Yeah.
That's fire. Where at?
In Den Haag.
Okay.
Yeah, called Net So Tof.
Okay.
Which is right outside Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was around the corner by Dizzy Duck.
Oh,
very close.
Nice,
man.
A lot of history in the building, man.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah. But in the beginning, they had not many rules, you know. Even if you were 60 years, come in, we could mix it with alcohol, and each year they came in with a new problem, you know. And then they say, yeah, you to close by a school, so then I had to give it up.
Oh, okay, man.
But at the time when you have a coffee
schools.
shop, you're not. But you know, at the time when you have a coffee shop, you're not allowed.
Yeah, it's like that in the US
grow.
too.
If you have a grow, something they catch you in, you're gonna lose your license for your coffee shop.
Yep,
right.
You feel me? That is the time.
The school zone thing is like the end all be all one. They don't play with that.
But soon when
they don't want kids walking by.
Done with the coffee shop.
You went back to the underground. Yeah. That was it. So tell us what happened. How'd you dive back in?
Yeah, in the beginning and that was before they had amnesia and cheese. They're like we had three names. They call it commercial weed,
yes,
good one, or white. And the white that means it got a lot of THC because they had no real names. People just give it names. You feel me?
That's still.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But later on, when they start coming with amnesia and they started coming with cheese,
great names,
cheese, and then
they set that.
They were classifying categories of like flavors, terps. You know what I mean? Like,
thanks to
this
America,
is what it tastes
thanks
like.
to America, man, they give it names, man. I mean,
hey,
before that, we didn't have no. We give it our own name. You can call it whatever you want, man.
Marketing and branding is something America does very well. They'll take something and brand and market the shit out of it.
Let me get some of that good shit you had the last time. that same bag from the last one.
For real, nah.
Before it's like you get this or this. What do you want?
Yeah, crazy man.
But now we got options, flavors. What are your favorite? I mean, do you smoke Cali? Are you smoking Cali at all?
Nah.
No Cali?
Nah, the thing is, I smoke good weed, man. I don't want to call it Cali, even if it is from Belgium, man. If it is good, it is good.
I feel that, but are you in?
Man, and Cali, do you smoke Amsterdam weed or you call it Ams or what do you call it?
See, we were just Cali.
Look at this.
Well, all the stuff in Cali's from Cali though. I don't really see too much weed from anywhere else. There's so much of it around.
Yeah, maybe it's from Amsterdam. You don't know.
Yeah,
because it's this weed, man.
It's just being told. You're being told something.
You feel me?
I feel that.
I like the local Dutch stuff, like this what we're smoking right now, and some of the random flavors.
Have you tried any of it?
Yeah. I tried some sunset sherbet in the beginning, but that's why I say I don't know where it's from. I mean, give it to me. I mean, if I was in Cali and I smoked it, I say it's Cali, man.
Got you. Okay.
We were just wondering if you smoked if anybody had came across any Cali and you had smoked some out here. And enjoyed it recently.
I had some gelato. That was a good one. And I handed by Joa from Greenhouse. He gave me some good one.
Oh yeah, you already know he's gonna give you a good bag. That was smoking good.
Yeah.
And that's from from Cookies and all them. That's certified, I'm sure.
Gelato's a great one.
I mean,
you were enjoying it though. I mean, you like it. You like the terps and shit. You like you know.
Yeah, that was perfect.
We got some homies out there. We could put you on some flour. I think that you would really enjoy it and shit. Like it's a lot of candy gas and a lot of different crazy shit going on right now that you know. I think you would enjoy it.
Yeah,
but as we're out here, we're enjoying this.
But look, Candy Rain. I mean, that's part of the that's going down that line of like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
I've been loving the hashes out here. I think
too.
When I smoke his stuff, I keep wanting to, I'm like, this would be sick in hash.
But it's the same thing what I tell you from the Jamaica weed. When they say, they have weed without seeds. I say, they have weed, but that's not the one they sent. I mean, if you have good weed, do you send your good weed out and you keep the shit? You send the shit and then you get the good one.
I mean, that's the truth.
I mean,
that's why people always say they're smoking like with Cali stuff. They're like, I don't think I'm getting the best of it if it's not from like, unless you go to where it's at. And that's the same with anywhere.
Yeah, fresher the better.
I mean, if you go
fresher
anywhere,
the better. Fresher.
I mean, you've had pizza from all over, but New York pizza's the pizza.
They're selling coke to Colombia, and then look how they look.
Right. Wait, what'd you say?
Yeah, you heard me, man.
I didn't hear you.
Yeah, you heard me, man.
Man. That's good shit.
Yeah,
what are we smoking on over there? Caliente.
Some Caliente. Try some of this.
Afro tapped out on us, man.
This thing's
Nah.
Oh, he's lighting back
shit.
up.
Look at you.
All right.
That thing's kicking.
So what do you like to do for fun out here, bro?
Music.
Music.
Yeah, man.
Tell us about the music then.
Yeah, I enjoy music. I mean,
you make music too?
No.
Okay,
just
but live music.
They got
buying music. That kind of thing.
What type?
Concerts.
Hip hop.
Yeah.
Deep house. Detroit.
Reggae.
Reggae. Yeah, man.
I love reggae.
What type of hip hop? What are some Holland artists or artists that are big out here in the hip hop scene? Is there?
Yeah. I don't know really the names. I know half those names and
What hip hop do you like?
And English is from the Netherlands, like Deems. Is my brother. He's like he's like old school, like
that's dope.
Like the boom bap. Yeah, but that's why I say.
Yeah, we want to be able to check out some of that while we're out here. You know what I mean?
Hear something different.
Some of that.
Yeah, but from America, it's more like Griselda Records. Benny the Butcher.
Oh, okay.
Benny the Butcher.
Things like that.
Like you like to live Kweli, like Mos Def, people like that. You ever vibe with them?
Yeah.
A little bit, not really. I don't think you're convinced. Nah, you don't fuck with them. Afro ain't fucking with them.
Yeah, I like all kind of music, man. I mean, if it is good, it is good, man.
Yeah, it's like weed.
You feel me?
It's like weed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. I don't know if you want that Caliente.
Look here, man.
I got this.
So where can the people find you on Instagram? What is it? It's Afro_genetics?
Afrogenetics.
Afrogenetics?
Yeah.
Just Afrogenetics. Afrogenetics on Instagram?
Yeah.
Shit.
And hit some of the shops when you come out here to try
Mr. K and
stuff.
Co will be having this soon, and then what? We're going to the off mids event tomorrow.
Yeah.
What should we expect of this event, man? Like how do these events go out here? You guys having them often, or is this kind of like one of the first ones we're having?
No, I think that this one is the second one and the third one.
That's dope.
I've been the first one, man. That was a rainy day, and the barbecue was outside. And the second one, it was inside, man. I wasn't there. I hope tomorrow is going to be,
It's going to be a good turnout,
fire,
man. A lot of people are DMing us and hitting us up. We said everybody meet us out there.
We're meeting random people, and they're asking us if we're going to the festival without us bringing it up. So it's like, wow, okay.
They all know about it. Yeah, they all know about it.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
The homies been putting it out there pretty good.
It shows you, too, how many, it's a lot of growers. It's a lot of people that are in the scene. It's not just smokers. It's a lot of industry people.
So if you're pulling through the red light district or going through Amsterdam, going through the city, right? Where are you stopping through and like on a Friday night, where are you going to go and where are you going to go catch a vibe at and maybe smoke a joint?
Listen to music or whatever.
For anybody that's visiting or anything, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Café de Duivel. Yeah.
Okay.
In English, it's like the devil.
Okay.
Café. It's like hip hop vibe. Things like that.
Dope. We like that.
It's in the center.
Okay, it's in the center. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Café du Diver?
The Duivel.
Duivel.
Devil.
Duivel.
Yeah.
Dope.
I like that.
Yeah.
That sounds dope. Sounds vibey.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not easy to find a spot. I'm sure a lot of spots are more like dance places. So hip hop is harder to find.
That is just a hangout, man.
Just a hangout, chill spot.
They actually all the spots have its own vibe. It's how you feel, man, that night. Normally I go Friday, I go to the Bulldog.
You go to the Bulldog, catch a vibe?
Thursday
See, that's what I was wondering.
Thursday
All right, now we go.
Go Greenhouse, but that was in the days before,
Yeah.
The corona fucks a lot of things up, man.
We're going to come back strong, man.
And
it's going to be good.
With food. Any fire spots?
Yeah, tell us
Food.
Or is there anything that we got to try?
In the World of Food. It's in Amsterdam Southeast. Called the World of Food.
World of Food.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Go for that.
World of Food and cafe.
I'll be yelping the hell out of that.
Yeah.
Dive.
The dive.
Duivel. Yeah.
You hear that, big dog?
We just got a load of info about local.
We know where to eat. We know where to go catch a vibe. We know where to listen to some hip hop. And we're going to maybe pull up to the Bulldog and
Catch a vibe.
Roll up some big tree. Afro, man, we appreciate you joining us tonight, homie. It's a pleasure meeting you, man. For real. It's a real vibe. Hopefully you can come maybe hang out with us after this.
Smoking.
We'll see you tomorrow no matter what.
Yeah, man.
It's love, man. Straight up. We appreciate having you on. First Smoke of the Day, episode 14.
Big Amsterdam OG.
Signing out, man. Afrogenetics.
Thanks, brothers.
Hey, one up. Peace.
Peace.